All right, here we go. Here we go. Aiming. I'm not an aiming systems guy. I literally run the other way when I hear aiming system. But I'm an aiming process guy. And I do use a sight picture, like a thickness, overlap, okay, low key ghost ball, whatever. Um, and that's kind of a system, but basically, let's ignore that because I don't want to be associated with any kind of system. It's personal reasons. Okay, so I'm trying to get everything set up here, and I got this tape on the table for a reason. And the reason why is because I want to show you guys where these lines are, because we need to find these lines in order to get our shot together. So we got our first line here. I could have drawn tape through on this as well, all the way to the center pocket. But then I'm going to match it with this line as my secondary line, but becomes my primary line. And I put my hand right there because I want that line to be straight through my ghost ball line. And then I'm going to just get parallel to my cue and put my foot underneath my hand, like I'm pointing, and it's going to look like this. If I cock my hand a little bit like that, my wrist, then I don't have to do that because we don't want to do that. We don't want to look back here and then walk around. We don't want that because see how that wiggles and goes all over the place? This line being straight is really important. This line right here being straight all the way back to my hand, and I'm going to step on that spot right under my hand, and I want to be parallel to it. I want to be like right next to it. And then I'm going to fold down, and now it's just a small little wiggle because I'm really close to that line. And now I can wiggle without moving my feet. And then I can, when I'm ready and I see my sight picture, I can let it rip down that line, and it's perfect every time. Just kidding. It went down the tape. The tape kicked the ball off. It's funny. I left it in. I thought it was hilarious. So I thought, well, let me try it again. Maybe I got unlucky. So I go through my process. This is my process. First line, second line. Let's call this the third line back from the cue ball that extends out to the ghost ball, right through that perfect strike line. And we're going to fold next to the cue, and then look it. We just fold, and then we just reach forward. Our feet are already in place. Once, twice, push it, and it went down that line again. So now I get monkey tilted, and I just yanked the tape off the table and off the ground, and I'm like, forget this tape. And then I decide, well, maybe I'll have that tape so you guys can see that back line. And then I just decide I'm going to take this tape out of here. And then I got a big tape mess. It's dragging everywhere. And I'm like, throw it off to the side. Let's get going. I don't have all day. And I come back. So now we know where those lines are. Those are the lines I'm looking for. So we go through our process. Our first line is here. Our second line is there. Our third line comes back from the cue ball. And we parallel to our hand. We got our hand set, our legs there. None of our feet are moving now. We're right on our shot line. We're right in our position. We fold, we verify, a couple strokes, and when we look at it and we like it, we push it through. And the thing is that when we take our time to define this line and to slow down our process, this is going to feel a little clunky for you to do this. But I've been doing this with Ami. I've been doing this with Nancy. It's been very helpful. I did it with a couple other students. And it's this right here that helps. When you're already on your line, basically, and you can fold and look down that rifle, then you can just lift the cue up, verify that you still like it, that you don't have any major left or right. It's just a minor adjustment to hit the ball in. And the thing that's good is that when you take the time to look at this line, visualize, come back to this line, here you can even go behind the ball. You don't have to go all the way to the ball. Make sure you're in place. I'm just trying to show the steps. Okay, that line, you're right there. That tip stays on the table during the practice. And then you just fold. See, no foot movement, no up or down, no nothing. Just a fold down, lift it up once I see the line, once, twice, push it through, always make them. Nope, just kidding. Okay, so here's the good news. The good news is I think you'll find when you do this, like I missed that very small, meaning it just hit the point. I didn't miss it by like the first ones where it hit the tape line. I missed it very, very small. And so what you're going to find, I'd hope, when you do this process and you take your time, and even if it's a little clunky, just like there, now we're trying to find the shot and we like it, and then we let it rip, you're going to find that you're going to miss a lot smaller. You're going to miss smaller and you're going to make more. That's what I'm hoping for. And if you don't like this, then throw it in the trash and figure something else out. But I like this. This has helped me, actually. I like it a lot. And the way it's helped me is that I don't go necessarily through this whole process, and I don't stand and then fold with my hand off the cue and then lift it up. I don't do all this whole process. It's a little clunky, but for beginners, and it's good. And for me, for training, it's good too. I like training this way, hitting some shots. And then I noticed when I speed it up and I don't do the full fold over, here I'm just showing the lines a little bit. I'm slowing it down so you guys can see these lines lay out and how I look at this line. I laser that line back. It's straight on the line. I'm parallel to my cue. I'm not walking around it. It's not having to shift. The cue stays really straight, and then I just fold. I look, I verify those. If any adjustment there, it's going to be micro, micro, micro. And then once I lift it and I verify I like it again, and I push through. So I guess what I was saying is I do like practicing this way, and I was showing some students how to do this, and then I threw the balls out and I was hitting some shots, and it really kept me realizing how important it is to be on this line right here. See, I don't go through the whole process. I just fold. Like, this is how I normally kind of play. I just step on that line, I fold, and I shoot. And that was like a full speed kind of shot. And that's kind of the way I normally play. But I wanted to show you guys the slower down, kind of clunkier version of how I explain it and how I slow it down and understand the process of the steps. So when I'm drawing the lines, I'm drawing the line back, I'm getting parallel to my cue, my hand's are already in place. Yep, right there. My hip is right where it needs to be. My left and right foot are down. I fold. I like to look down the barrel like this. I'm not having major adjustments like that. If I did, I would get back up, start over. But it's minor adjustments, and then I can just push it down that line. And I think when you do this, you're going to see that you're going to like it, okay? And I've been doing this with Nancy, and Nancy came over today, and she was absolutely killing it. She was pocketing the balls really well, and she was not clunky. There, I always push to my right foot. It's on my line. And that's what you'll see if you watch me play. Basically, when I get down there, my right foot is on that line. My hand is over my foot. I'm at a good 90. I'm coming through straight, hopefully, and I'm good to go. So what I was saying is I was watching Nancy do this today, and she was doing this process. Okay, there I'm just explaining a little bit more what's going on, but I was watching her do this process, and she was very repeatable in the process, and she was doing that right there, and she was coming down just like that, reaching forward just like this, and then she would go once, twice, verify, and she'd push it through. And just like that, works every time. Okay, so give this a shot, see what you think. I kind of made this one for Mark in South Dakota, who's asking me about aiming, and I wanted to show him my aiming process and what I've been teaching people. And he's in South Dakota. It'd be hard to do this on a Zoom, so I thought I'd make a little video and let him see what's going on. So I'm pointing at that back line. I got it. I fold down, I look down the rifle. It's important to look down low like that to see the line. Then you just sort of reach out without any big movement and push it in the pocket, just like that. Easy peasy. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully this worked for you and helped. Give it a shot.